He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him. And they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Looking to throw on first down. And he just chucks it into the fourth row. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Got it behind the line, it's Durham. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed on the outside, it's Brown. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed, the measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill, because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Got his man on the right. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
And the Tigers will try to move the chains on 4th down. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. On the move at the 30. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Powers through. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Nussmeier. That's reeled in, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Shakes off the defender. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Throws to the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. A strike downfield. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Trying to take it back. Touchdown LSU! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to convert on fourth and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's a heat. Looking deep down the right side. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
To the air on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
That's caught. It's Watkins. The offense will quickly use the timeout. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's going up top. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Fires to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Tiger. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Finds his man. It's Thompson. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the timing just a hair off.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half. Man, you're starting to get down in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Motion from the wideout. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start. Oh, he's got some space. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have, the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
To the air on first down. He's got an open man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. He's looking deep. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by 10 to Arkansas. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that? Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving. Sails one into the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wants to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Number 1.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point in the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
That's caught. It's Berry. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Okay, ready?
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. He wants to change this route. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown LSU! Fitted in the window for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking downfield on first down. fires to the middle. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Extending the play. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. Pulled down for the tackle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires it down the seam. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Steps away. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Gets the back moving. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Takes it the other way.
It is your job as an OC to be aggressive. I get that, but you can't be reckless. And once you've made one mistake already in the fourth quarter and you still got the lead, you might want to now start thinking about running some clock.
They'll start this drive at their own 48.
Terrier. Jackrabbit. Go.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
To the air on first down. They're working that left side. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll go to the air. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
21.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. They'll try to get outside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Right back to the well. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling.